afternoon. I want to thank you very much for coming out today for what was initially going to be a topping off ceremony and has sort of turned into a beam signing ceremony, but that's all right. It all works out. So we're very happy to have all of you here today. We have faculty, we have staff, we have students, we have donors, we have community supporters. So it's a great opportunity to have all of you here and make sure you get your name on that beam, which will get moved up here actually fairly soon. So it'll be kind of fun. I want to thank a number of people for today as we go forward. Certainly Dave Claiborne and Emily Cressup have been very heavily involved in getting all this organized. Thank you. And then we have a number of people associated with the construction project and the actual construction itself. So I do want to make sure I thank them as well. You've probably seen them over there. So one of them is Doug Squibb, who is the site supervisor. He's got the red hard hat and the Santa Claus beard. And his assistant, who's also on site all the time, Carrie Schick. So Doug and Carrie, thank you. Not sure they can hear it, but it's the thought that counts, right? The Russilli is the construction manager at risk, and that's who Doug and Carrie work for. We also have Adam Drexel here today, who's worked with us through the development part of that project, and he's also with Russilli. And it turns out to be his birthday today. Where is Adam? Did he run off? There he is. Happy birthday, Adam. Our architect for the firm is Stantec Architecture. We have Mark Belgian here representing Stantec. Thank you, Mark. And then the steel contractors who are doing the work for us today. The fabrication was by Ohio Steel, and the work is being done today by Columbus Steel Erectors. So thank you very much for your work and taking care of this for us today. So you'll notice that there's a tree and a flag on top of this beam. Traditionally, this is part of the topping off, which would actually be the last beam to be put in place. But because we're a little bit behind here, had some rain last week, building is still on schedule for opening in July of 17. But we found another beam. Doug and the erector company were very helpful finding another beam, and that's the one that we did sign. And in fact, that's the one that goes up right there between where we see both of the workers on top there. And that will be above the front door. So that seemed to me to be a prominent location for us, 2 stories up above the front door, so that we'll all remember where that is. It'll be all covered with drywall and one thing and another, so you won't see your name again, hopefully never again. The building will be up as far as our lifespans will take us. But that certainly represents a milestone for us in this building. And as you know, this is a building that has involved many of us saving up a lot of money on the campus for a long period of time, but it has also involved the generous donations of a number of you who are out here today, and we thank you for your donations for the building. So you see, as I mentioned, there's a flag on that beam, and of course the flag's purpose is an obvious one for us, representing the United States and representing our commitment to being part of this great country and our recognition of our role in this great country. We also have an evergreen on there, and that evergreen is on there for a couple of reasons. Sometimes it marks a safe project. So once they've got the last piece of the steel up, it indicates that it's been a safe project. Or sometimes it's a blessing for the structure as well. And so we can look at it from either way. Certainly I will mention in terms of safety, the project is 74 days into its construction, and we are 74 days accident-free. So that's wonderful to hear. So the beam will be in that prominent location. We know where it is in our minds. We'll remember that's where it is. And we'll all gather here in less than a year to actually celebrate the opening of the building. So I should mention that even though this particular beam with your name on it is going to be ultimately hidden, there are opportunities still for you to get your name on a piece of the building that won't be so hidden. So there are opportunities yet for you to name a room or a classroom or a laboratory. And I know Dave Claiborne would be more than happy to speak to you about those opportunities. I really had to say that, otherwise I'd be in trouble with Dave. So that is the sort of formal part of the program. We were all herded over here so that I could talk to you more effectively, but also so that we would be out of the way. So the next step in the project is for them actually to move that beam up to the position. So I think, Doug, we're ready.